He was a massive monster. He was taller than any human Frisk had ever seen, and he was wide too. Not fat, but there was no denying how incredibly powerful he looked. He made the Don's bodyguards look like little boys, and his suit was even more impressive than the Don's, if that were possible. His jacket, fedora hat, and trousers were black, while his waistcoat was an eye-catching red. Frisk wasn't too fond of that color, but she had to admit the monster had style. A fat cigar was in his teeth, and the smoke coming from it was strange. It wasn't gray smoke, it was red smoke, and curled in unusual designs before it disappeared. But his size and clothing were nothing compared to what he actually looked like. He had a huge smile on his face, and despite the dimmed lights, Frisk saw a glimmering gold tooth flashing in his mouth every time the skeleton turned his head. Damn freak. That look. Frisk didn't understand why his friendly little gesture sent a cold chill down her spine, but she quickly dismissed it.
It doesn't matter. I'm not going to talk to him if I can help it. So, that's that.
Hey, I ain't touching them, Toots. No law against looking.
She needed to get out of this city. Go somewhere nicer, where smoke from cigarettes and guns didn't greet her every second of every day. Where people actually cared if another person was killed. Maybe when she had enough saved up, she could move to the country. Maybe live in a pretty cottage and start a garden. She couldn't remember the last time she saw a flower growing outside. She smiled faintly. Her mother always talked about starting a garden when Frisk was really little and...
But going back to our conversation, the Don really is making a mistake. As soon as we let one monster in, more are gonna come. Just you wait. I mean, look at what happened when we started letting the darkies in.
Why don't you keep those disgusting thoughts to yourself and get ready for the show? Since the Dawn is here, we can't afford you screwing things up. Word round the grapevine is that you aren't the cream of the crop when it comes to playing that thing.
It was a lie, of course. Frisk knew nothing about this man. But that didn't stop her from feeling a sort of smug satisfaction enter her as the piano man's face changed from cocky and arrogant to enraged and disgusted.
Goddamn bleeding hot whore. You and your type are the reason why there are so many problems in this world. You treat the inferior a certain way and suddenly they start demanding to be treated that way by everybody.
It was always nice to be told that. Whenever somebody told her that or something similar to that, Frisk couldn't help but feel like she was more than just some seedy boss singer who sang for murderers and criminals.
Showtime.
She sang the first song with ease, and much to her disappointment, the piano man didn't make one mistake. The guy knew his instrument. Too bad he was a racist prick. For the most part, Frisk loved musicians, all that passion being played through their fingers or mouths, and whenever she spoke to them, they always wanted to be something more than what they were. Just like her, they dreamt of getting out of the city and being somewhere safe and pretty. At one point, when Frisk was younger and still wanted to make singing her life's career, she would dream of marrying a gentle musician. The two of them would become famous and sing at only the best clubs, and have children who loved music and would sing and play too. Frisk never would have thought in a million years that she would grow to hate the talent she once cherished. The spotlight was always too bright. The places always reeked of blood and booze, and the applause was laced with lewd comments about her body. She was too weak for this city. She knew, but thankfully none of these cruel people knew it. Her dad told her that if you show any weakness to people like mobsters and criminals, they would eat you alive, and she had no doubt that he had been correct.
If I hold you in my arms, I won't die.